Japan, a place where food isn't just made, it's integrated into the culture. From the beautiful northern countryside, the neon streets of Tokyo, the hidden corners of Osaka, the quiet roads in between, all the way to the chill south of Okinawa. Every shop tells a different story. This isn't just sushi or ramen. It's street food, family-run shops, late-night spots, local favorites, and global dishes done better than anywhere else. Because somehow, it's hard to find a bad meal in Japan. So let's go from the north to the south, city to city, searching for all the best bites this country has to offer. This is more than food. This is craftsmanship, refinement, culture, and community. This is Eating Japan. Our first place was recommended by a friend. It's about a 15-minute walk away from my place in Asakusa called Pizzeria Osteria Capo. So of course I had to go and check it out. Going inside, I went up to the second floor. The first floor was pretty busy, but there was seating available in the second floor. And the restaurant was really, really nice. At the point in time that I got there, it was actually pretty calm. There was a group of four guys hanging out, having a good time, and another couple down the way from where I was, but it filled up throughout the night. The menu's pretty big. It has just about everything you can think of as far as eating in a place that could be more considered an Italian izakaya than anything else. I mean, the word osteria is for a small local shop, whatever. This isn't a language lesson. And what I went there for specifically was the pizza. And as soon as I saw it, I knew exactly what I wanted. The tre picante, which on the menu says it has spicy salami, hot chili pepper, pork pate, and mozzarella. My pizza came out fairly quick. Came out perfectly. The smell of it was absolutely insane. And let me clear something up real quick. What they called spicy salami, that was just some amazing, and I do mean amazing, pepperoni. While the base wasn't super crispy, it was perfectly cooked for Neapolitan style pizza. But then I went ahead and took a taste. This reaction, I kid you not, it was shocking because of what exactly I tasted right there. This was some of the best pork pate, or let me clear it up. That was absolutely Mexican chorizo. And I mean true Mexican chorizo on that pizza. It was smoky, spicy, all out flavorful. Every bite of this pizza worked perfectly together. Our next spot is 800 degrees, and no, that's not the temperature. It's the name of the shop right outside of Shinjuku Station. I visited this place twice now. The first time was a couple of years ago when the initial video was recorded, and then the second time was more recent when I came back from my trip to Osaka. Now, this place reminds me a lot of something like a Mod or Blaze Pizza. LeBron James. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The kind of spot where you go and you build your own pizza, that whole situation, kind of like the Subway of pizzas, only it doesn't stink and there's not terrible sandwiches and questionable meat. The cook on the pizza is fairly well done. You get a nice little char there on the base. The only real problem I have is that it seems like there's too many toppings for the crust. Like, it can't hold it all. Plus, the sauce tends to be a little bit too aciduous, and that only works with a specific style of pizza, not this one. Both pizzas I tried were fairly good. I'm not saying anything bad about them. I had a mushroom, prosciutto, and mozzarella the first time, and the second time was mushroom, basil, and prosciutto. And again, both were good. Not only that, this place is all about the atmosphere. It's also about the fact that you'll end up interacting with more people than you would actually expect to interact with while you're out having a pizza. And it's a good place for people to go out for little dates, a quick meal, especially after getting off a train or you're on a bus ride for 6+ hours coming from across the country. So yeah, there's no way I would put this place down by any means. And if you're in Shinjuku, it's definitely a place that I would say you should stop by if there's not a huge queue. And it has a lot of different items on the menu to offer. So it's definitely worth giving a try. And now we come to Devil Craft Gotanda. For those of you that have watched my videos before, you might remember the Chicago style pizza video where I was at a place called Devil Craft. Well, while this is the same company, this is not the same location. This specific one is on the 9th floor of a building. So, I mean, you got a really nice view of the city right outside the window. This location and a couple of other ones that they recently opened actually do Detroit style pizza. And that's what I came here for. But hey, they also have a lot of different items on the menu to choose from. So, of course, I went with a couple of different appetizers as well. Chili cheese fries, and nachos. And while the nachos were a little bit disappointing just because of that salsa, the chili on the chili cheese fries was absolutely shockingly delicious. And then the star of the show came out and it looked fantastic. Now, the thing about this was, if I remember correctly, because the footage for this video was actually shot a couple of years ago, when I originally told my friend that we were going to try this for her first time, she called and made sure that they knew exactly what we wanted, because if you don't know anything about a Detroit style pizza, first let me tell you, you will end up craving this thing seriously. But more than anything, it's a heavy cook. So here with shops in Japan, something like this, you call or let them know a day in advance what it is specifically you want. So they'll have it prepared when you get there, pop it in the oven and go ahead and cook it for you so it comes out fresh. You can, of course, go ahead and wait until you get there, order it then. But the thing is, you're going to be waiting for a little bit longer than what you probably will want to, especially if it's on a busy night. This pizza was hefty. I'm talking meat lovers with all the cheese you could possibly want. The meats included pepperoni, sausage, Italian sausage, bacon, ground beef. There was a lot of it. And even more than that, there was a crazy amount of cheese on this thing. And another thing about Detroit style pizza that makes it so unique besides the square shape is that caramelized cheese on the sides. I'm telling you right now, I am drooling even thinking about this. The first bite, I had to go ahead and grab that and do it with the hands. This is the only other pizza besides the one that I showed you guys, a few years ago that is acceptable to actually eat with a knife and fork. But like I said, this thing was delicious. All of the flavors came through solid. And the bacon on this pizza was delicious. It was perfectly smoked, which is something that you really don't find a lot of in Japan. And I mean like smoked bacon. I'll get into that in a whole nother video. The cook on this thing was perfect. The crust was caramelized to perfection. It had a buttery flavor, the crispiness of the actual crust while meeting the softness of the dough with all of the toppings there. The only thing that I had a problem with, and this sounds crazy, especially when we're talking about pizza, I know y'all might try and fry me in the chat for this, but the amount of cheese on this thing, oh, it did me in. Look, I know there's cheese lovers out there. I love a good amount of cheese on a good pizza and on just about, just about anything you can put cheese on. But this right here, there's something about a Detroit style pizza when it comes out fresh, hot, that cheese pull, the taste of it, everything else. But if it sits for too long, y'all know what I'm talking about. Coagulated cheese ain't the business. So of course you take it home, but that's not something that's typically done here in Japan. But beyond that, listen, this is a definite must try. Whether it's your first try, your 5th try, your 50th try of a Detroit style pizza, you should definitely check this one out. But hey, that's all for this one. So I will see you all next time. And trust me, there's a lot more of these food videos coming out, the whole Eating Japan series. Like the video, most definitely subscribe, and definitely leave comments on what you thought, which one you'd like to try the most. Hey, that's about it. Kyo wa korede owari desu. I'm the Showblood 8. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.